Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make rosemary lemonade. Now it could just be lemonade, but that's a little simple, and I just went ahead and added a little twist to it. So the first thing you're going to do is just pick some rosemary from your garden. If you don't have rosemary in your garden, you should, but you just pick it and then put it in a container like this and then fill it up with water. And then you want to let it sit overnight, or at least overnight, but a day or two works well too. And what's going to happen is you're going to get some rosemary flavor in this water. So then after that, after it's set, we put it in the refrigerator so that way the water is already cold. And then you can just pour the water in there. This is about a gallon, and that just, there's your base. There's the #1 ingredient for your rosemary lemonade. Now, since the reason why we're doing this is for better health, I'm going to point out that since this is the #1 ingredient, you want to have the best water possible. You don't want bottled water, you don't want tap water. We have a post about the best water. That's what we use. It's called Miraculewater. I'll leave a link to that blog post in the description below. But we have our water. So basically all you're going to do now is add your lemons. So I've already got some lemons already chopped in half. I'll go ahead and put this over so that way no little pieces go into it. And one of the reasons why we're doing this is because most of the most drinks that you buy aren't good for you. So that's why I make videos on healthy drinks, because we're getting a handle on healthy foods. Everyone knows it's important to eat healthy, but I'm actually more picky about the drinks that I drink. Even in the health food store, you're buying drinks in plastic. I mean, it's just not good, or they're full of sugar. You can get an organic drink that's just loaded in sugar. And really the best solution is to make your own drinks at home. So that's one of the things that I do. Okay, so I added a few lemons. This is all to taste. I'm not going to do any measurements, but one sweetener that I've been using is Xylitol. Xylitol is non-glycemic, so if you're diabetic, or you don't want to feed cancer cells, maybe you have cancer, you don't want to be using sugar, and this is an awesome replacement. So I mean, you would use this with a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar, but I'm not going to just use Xylitol, because if you use too much Xylitol, then it can upset your stomach, and it doesn't take much. And we want this to be sweet and delicious, because if it's not sweet and delicious, we're not going to drink it. If we're not going to drink it, it doesn't matter how healthy it is. If our kids won't drink it, then it can be the healthiest thing in the world, and it's not going to do them any good. So the whole thing is to make it taste good too. And make a little mess, but that's no big deal. So another thing to point out is that most Xylitol on the market is made from corn, probably GMO corn. So it's not good. And almost all of it is like that. So you don't want to just go throw any Xylitol. It's like just about every other thing on the market. There's good quality and there's bad quality, the same thing. So it's not whether or not this is good or bad. So you gotta always seek quality. And I'm gonna make it easy for you, because if you go to my blog post for this video, I'll have a link to where you can get this exact kind of xylitol, so that way you know you're getting xylitol from real birch, not from GMO corn. And I'll leave a link in the description below, but the URL is theawarenessrevolution.com/rosemary-lemonade. Alright, so that's just a little bit of xylitol, but what I'm going to do is I have some stevia packets. This is just all we have right now, so this is what we're using. You'll find that in a lot of the videos. That's something that we do because that's real life, that's realistic. You use what you have, and you have to be creative and just figure out a way to just make it work with what you have. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So I'm adding the stevia, and you know, stevia is also non-glycemic, just like xylitol. But if you use too much stevia, the taste can get a little weird, right? So, you know, you don't want to use too much stevia, you don't want to use too much xylitol. So a key is, this is a big tip, this is, you know, the art of making healthy drinks that taste sweet but aren't sweet, is using a combination of different sweeteners. In these cases, they're sugar-free. So we could, if we wanted to, just stop right there and just use the xylitol and stevia, and it would be non-glycemic. Diabetics could have it and everything like that. But we're not diabetics. We're not fighting cancer. So, you know, so we're gonna actually use a little bit of sugar. Yes, we're gonna be bad, but the thing is when you look at like a drink that you buy, you know, there's gonna be like 28 grams of sugar just in one little drink. We're gonna have less than 28 grams in this whole half gallon. So this will help round out the sweet flavor, so that way you're not just dependent upon, I'm just gonna throw, you know what, just to make it fun, I'm gonna throw 1.5 tablespoons in there, you know. So yeah, it's got a little bit of sugar in there, but hey, we want this to be pleasurable, and you know, that's a lot less sugar than you're gonna get in normal drinks. Also, you buy a lemonade, not only is it gonna have terrible water, is it gonna have 28 grams of sugar or something like that in 12 ounces, or maybe even less, but also it may not have real lemons. It may have lemon flavor or something like that, or pasteurized lemon juice. And it won't have the rosemary. So this is going to be way healthier, and it's pretty cheap, quick, easy, fun to make. All we're going to do after that is blend it up. Alright, it's all mixed up. If you want, you could add more ice cubes. Taste it, and then decide what else you need. Because unless you're measuring it, then you probably won't get it right the first time. So this one's pretty good, and it depends on what you like, you know. If you like it, if it has to be really sweet because you're used to sweet drinks, make it really sweet. We don't necessarily have to have really sweet drinks, so I like this. This is really refreshing. It's not too lemony, it doesn't taste too much like rosemary. It's not too sweet. So it's more like an electrolyte kind of, it tastes like a just really hydrating drink that would be great for the summertime. If you like this video, then you're probably gonna like my other videos with healthy drinks. I have a playlist, so check out the little icon for the card, and then I'll take you to the other videos that I make showing healthy drinks. And if you like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we've got lots of great health videos that's already been made and lots more on the way. Thanks for watching.